All right, today we're going to dig into a fitness strategy for a long, healthy life that's, it's been hiding in plain sight. It's incredibly powerful, it's proven, and hey, the best part? You already own every single piece of equipment you'll ever need. I mean, really think about that for a second. No gym memberships, no expensive gear, no complicated machines. What if the absolute best way to build a long, vibrant life was something you could start right now, for free? Well, it turns out the ultimate fitness tool is the one you already have. It's your own body. The real secret is just figuring out how to unlock its potential. What we're talking about here is calisthenics. You might know it as bodyweight training. And honestly, it's way more familiar than you think. These are the classics, the foundational movements: push-ups, squats, pull-ups, planks. Just simple, powerful exercises using your own body as the resistance. And, this isn't some new fad, not at all. Ancient warriors used these exact movements to build strength that actually worked in the real world. Military units have depended on them for centuries to create resilience. And here's the really cool part. Modern longevity science is now proving what ancient wisdom kind of knew all along. These basic movements have a huge, measurable impact on how long and how well we live. So, let's dive into the first big idea here. We need to reframe strength. It's not just for show. It's a fundamental tool for survival and for building a long, genuinely healthy life. And this is so crucial because the fight against age-related muscle loss, it's a process called sarcopenia. That can start as early as our 30s. Seriously, keeping your muscle isn't just about how you look. It's your body's metabolic engine. It's like armor against injury, and it's what keeps you stable and strong for decades. So, okay, how does bodyweight training actually build that strength? Well, think about it. Unlike an isolated exercise like a bicep curl, which just hits one muscle, a big bodyweight movement like a pull-up forces dozens of muscles to work together all at once. This builds coordinated, functional strength. And that's the kind of strength that actually matters in your day-to-day life. Carrying groceries, lifting your kids, or just getting up off the floor without a struggle. Okay, but the benefits go way beyond just muscle. So for our next section, let's look at how calisthenics is really a complete health system, especially for your metabolic and cardiovascular systems. You can really see the wider impact here. Bodyweight training, for instance, improves your insulin sensitivity. That's how well your body handles blood sugar. The intensity of these workouts also creates an afterburn effect, which keeps your metabolism humming even after you're done. And maybe most importantly, it seriously boosts your cardiovascular fitness. Let's just double-click on that last point for a second. We're talking about something called your VO2 peak. Just think of it as a number that shows how well your heart and lungs can get oxygen to your muscles when you're working hard. And it turns out, having a high VO2 peak isn't just for pro athletes. It is one of the single strongest predictors of a long, healthy life. It's a direct reflection of how healthy your entire system is. And that's a perfect lead-in to our third pillar, which is all about the direct line between how we train and how we actually live. This is about training for the movements that really matter every single day. Just look at this progression. It's so simple, right? It all starts when you master a basic movement, like a good, deep squat. That single exercise directly translates to critical daily actions: getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, or getting down on the floor to play with your grandkids. And the result? You get to keep your physical independence and your quality of life for decades. The connections here are surprisingly deep. Take something like grip strength, which you naturally build with every single pull-up. The research on this is just stunning. Your grip strength is one of the most powerful predictors we have for your overall health and how long you'll live. It's a simple but incredibly powerful sign of your body's total resilience. So, all of this brings us to our final section. Because let's be honest, a lot of fitness plans can work for a little while. The real question is, what actually works for a lifetime? And that is where this approach really shines. So what makes calisthenics so sustainable? It really boils down to three key things. First, accessibility. You can do it anywhere. Second, scalability. It doesn't matter if you're 25 or 75, there is always a version of an exercise you can do. And maybe the most important one, joint health. You get stronger by getting better at the movement, by mastering your technique, not just by endlessly piling on more weight. That saves your joints over the decades. So if we bring it all together, what do we have? We have a single, coherent strategy that preserves muscle, protects your joints, builds metabolic resilience, improves your balance to prevent falls, and it stays adaptable for your entire life. It's the whole package. It's a complete system.
And that kind of leaves us with this final thought. In a world that's so often focused on short-term goals and lifting the absolute heaviest weight possible, calisthenics offers a totally different, and I think more profound goal. This isn't about being the strongest person in the gym. It's about building a body that is strong, capable, and resilient enough to win at life, for life.